What's up everyone, welcome back to another video. In today's episode we're going to be doing some more work on our C4 S4, starting with the installation of this sunroof delete panel by LRB Speed. I'm a huge fan of LRB. They make some really high quality aluminum pieces. I've used their stuff on my FC and FD, so super familiar with their products and really happy with the results. They don't specifically make any parts for this particular car. However, if you do want to have something custom made, in this case a sunroof delete, you just have to specify the dimensions and they'll be happy to make it, which is really sweet. So we're going to get started by installing that, and it should be pretty familiar if you've watched my FC video. But before we do that, let's go inside the car and see what's going on. Alright, well, I'm going to warn you guys, it is messy in here. And I basically just kept on taking off more and more stuff until we ended up in the position that we are in here. So I have the dashboard removed. I've just been tracking all the wires that I don't need and pulling those. So I'm going to work on this behind the scenes. If you do want to see some of those updates, follow me on Instagram and you'll get some more behind the scenes shots. So the first thing that I'm going to do is just remove the sunroof and the assembly and frame and all of that. So we'll be left with a hole that we'll cover with this panel over here. Just like that, we have our sunroof completely removed. I'm not sure how much that thing is supposed to weigh, but it was insanely heavy and I had quite the time taking that out. First thing we'll do is trace lines that go about an inch from the edge of the sunroof, and that will be where we line our panel up. Alright, so after you have measured it about 16 times, you are finally ready to start mounting it. And we're going to start by drilling a hole on the very front center hole. And we're going to use that kind of as our starting point. And then after that, we'll use a marker and push it through all of the remaining holes. All right, now we're gonna lay a bead of sealant around all of the holes that we just marked. All right, now we're gonna start drilling and riveting all of our holes. We'll start by riveting the hole that we just drilled. Then we're gonna go on the opposite side and drill and rivet that. And then we're gonna go over here and we're just gonna basically just zigzag from front to back. That is it for our sunroof panel. Now we just have to clean up all the excess sealant and all the spent rivets. So everything is in place and it looks awesome. All right, up next we're gonna be installing something fun. We have this air duct, and this is gonna feed fresh air directly to the turbo once we're on standalone. Right now we still have the MAF and all that intake piping hooked up, but once we have our speed density system, we'll just have an air filter on the turbo, and this is going to feed fresh air directly to it. Well, I've traced out the outline of this duct. This is going to be the inside part that we're cutting, and then we're going to be mounting on this part. We're going to use some rivets. I'm going to use a hole saw bit for the curves, and then we'll use a Dremel for the straight lines. This is how the turbo sits currently. We have this huge amount of intake piping with our diverter valve and MAF and all of that. After we convert to speed density, we'll just have our filter right here, which, like I said before, will be fed by that duct. we are done working on the S4 outside for now, but I did want to come inside and show you guys a little bit of a preview of what's coming up. We will be working on the livery soon, and I wanted to show you the temporary little workstation that we have here. We have our plotter, we have our vinyl, we have the beginnings of our designs with our stripes and 4 rings. I basically took over this room since we're going to be working with pretty large pieces of vinyl. Super excited about the livery. I think it looks awesome. I'm just going to show a picture of what we're going for again if you guys don't remember. So look forward to those few episodes where we're going to be wrapping the car and plotting out our vinyl and all of that fun stuff. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.